everybody. I just wanted to make a video, excuse me, because I just finished last night, Godmother by Carolyn Turgeon, and I'm going to read the back of the book to you. Lil is an old woman who spends her days shelving rare books in a tiny Manhattan bookstore and lonely nights at home in her apartment. But Lil has an intriguing secret. Tucked and bound behind her back are white feathery wings, the only key to who she once was, the fairy godmother responsible for getting Cinderella to the ball to unite with her Prince Charming. But on that fateful night, something went terribly and beautifully wrong. Lil allowed herself the unthinkable, to feel the emotions of human beings and fall in love with the prince herself, going to the ball in place of Cinderella in her exquisitely gorgeous human guise. For her unthinkable mistake, she was banished to live among the humans, far from her fairy sisters in their magical underwater world. But one day, she meets Veronica, a young, fair-skinned, flame-haired East Village beauty with a love of all things vintage and a penchant for falling in love with the wrong men. And suddenly it comes clear to Lil that she's been given a chance at redemption. If she can find a soulmate for Veronica, she may right her wrong and return to the fairy world she deeply longs for. So that's it. Wow. I've been reading so many dystopians that I started to feel like every book I was reading was the same. It was the same characters with the same friends and the same type of things happen. And I was in a place where I was like, I need something new, something fresh, something that will, like, be different. And I got that with this book. I was mesmerized by this story. Everything was so beautifully written. The way that she talked about the old bookstore and the way that she talked about the books. And it was like, I don't usually like just like a lot of description, but in this book, the description was so beautiful. I wanted to live in these pages. I wanted to keep feeling the words and the emotions, and it was just so, it was wonderful. The way she described the fairy world wasn't, like, cheesy or corny to me. It was so beautiful, and I really felt like I was there with her sisters, and playing in the water, and laughing with humans, and even, like, the tragedy in the story with Cinderella, and, what happened that night. Even the sadness, and the heartbreakingness, that's not a word, but even the heartache, it was so real, and it was so beautiful. It was realistic too. I mean, this retelling, it was realistic. It was beautiful. Until I feel like, no spoilers, promise. The story that I had been reading, the beauty and the wonderfulness, it was ripped from me. It was torn away from me, and Carolyn Turgeon played a horrible, horrible trick on me, and I will never forgive her for that. I could take my rating down to like a 2-star, 1-star for this ending. That is how horrible it was. But I cannot ignore the feelings that I felt, the whole thing. La 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 la. I cannot ignore that for the last 2 paragraphs. So my advice to you, if you want to read this book, this one. Do it. Do not, I repeat, do not read the last 2 paragraphs. Just close it. Imagine what you want. Oh, give yourself an ending and keep it. Do not read it. It's a horrible trick, what she did. It's a horrible thing that happened, and I'm very saddened by it. So, again, here's the cover. Carolyn, Turgeon, Godmother. I'm going to rate it 4 stars out of 5. Would have been 5 if it ended properly. Sorry, Carolyn. I know it's your book, but come on. Don't do that to us. Don't do it. Okay? Alright, next up I am reading... next up, Future of Us by J. Asher and Carolyn Mackler. I loved J. Asher's book, 13 Reasons Why, and I'm really excited to pick this one up. And it's a new release, so I'm excited to review it in a couple of weeks, maybe 1 week. I'm trying to challenge myself. I hope to get it done in a week. So I'll talk to you guys later. And last video, I didn't even say Happy New Year. Happy 2012. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.